You mischaracterize me so much. I commit less evil deeds than Brokk has.
Look, what's a little torture between friends? He just stood there and stared at me when the torture happened, okay?
You did try and interrogate an unconscious man.
That is
He
true,
also
that
kept
is
his
true.
gun pointed at him the entire time.
Yeah, that was for safety reasons.
He also gave her a hammer to hit him with.
Yeah, because she asked him, and he was like, I'm gonna oblige, my lady. No,
What?
no.
Hello and welcome to the first video in a series I'll be doing of D&D related characters, starting off with the characters and classes of the people in my own D&D party. However, I will be expanding this concept further into doing things like creating popular D&D species that may be generally difficult to produce in Heroforge, such as a proper lizard man or various other different fancy races. It's not exactly D&D specific, but all of these things are very popular and used in D&D. Anyway, for these videos where I make the characters of my own party, I have also got some funny voice recordings to play over the footage of the character creation, where I and some of the other party members kind of talk about the character that's being created and everything wrong with them. But at the end, I will also be very quickly dissecting the finished model to go over what I've actually done in Heroforge on a technical level. But yes, without wasting any more time, let's get into it. Okay, so we have a few people from the D&D party in the call here. The important ones, however, are Harry, the dungeon master, and then the party's dwarven ranger veteran, Brokk something. Hello, Brokk. Introduce yourself.
My name is Tommy, and I am the ranger of the D&D party. I'm playing a character called Brokk, Grudgefoot Grundadrak. I think I pronounced my own name there.
Okay, and what is your what's your class? What's your subclass?
My class is a ranger, and I went with the Gloomstalker one, just so I can be extra edgy. I'm an edgy dwarf,
Why did you? Hello, I'm the DM.
Hello.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh.
Why did you pick both Ranger, Dwarf, and Gloomstalker? The Bard and Gorikson mix.
I have always had fascination. I always like dwarf in pretty much every fantasy game I'm playing. I like going for the short, angry people, and this character is no different, really. And I love Warhammer,
So, why did you kill your first dwarf then? After I made him a really cool model in Heroforge?
Because he couldn't make up his mind if he was going to the sewers or not, okay?
Based.
Yeah.
Nah, Cleric was not sadly the class for me, but so far I'm enjoying my Ranger a lot.
So, Tommy,
Yes.
Brokk,
Oi.
you're playing a Gloomstalker. Oh yeah, that's true actually. Give us a sample of your voice.
What is it gonna be there? Umgat.
Yeah.
It's hard to do on a fly like that, but I hope that will do at least.
Yeah, that'll
My
do.
favorite part is like the highs and lows just peek out your microphone, so it always comes in like halfway through a sentence.
Yeah.
You were about to ask about the backstory.
Yes,
I have an
please.
explanation about these things.
Please.
When we talk about tragic backstories,
Exactly.
I think there are backstories that will come up, like Carl's, I'm sure is quite tragic. I think Brokk is on another level. Do you want to tell us how?
When we made my character, I rolled so many tragedies. They just kept piling up and up and up and up. And yeah, he was basically raised by both his parents and then living outside in the wilds, in the mountains. And then suddenly Greenskins attacks and kills the mother. The father runs away. He also tried to make a life for himself by getting a wife, but a meteor hit his wife and the wife was pregnant. So, that's another tragedy into the mix. And he's been making quite a few enemies. One of them is
Wait, did you just say that his pregnant wife got hit by a meteor?
Yes, he was out on an adventure and he came back and all that was left of his homestead and his wife and his unborn child was a crater. That was all that was remaining. A meteor hit her.
Alright, well, I mean, he is a Gloomstalker, so it's only fitting that he has a completely turbo-edgy backstory.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not as edgy as a rogue, but it's more tragedy than edginess, I would personally say.
So, Tommy, your character has lost a lot. A pregnant wife, a baby. He's a rattled shamble of a man with PTSD. What is there left for him to value?
What's left for him to value? It's hard to say normally because, well, the first session we did, he tortured a man, but he does believe in a deep sense of honor not to, bring shame upon his own people, which is this case dwarves.
Brokk, being as new to the party as he is, the newest member might not have gotten to know the rest of the party a lot, but still, what would you say is his dynamic with the party as of right now?
As of right now, it's hard to say, really. He doesn't know really where he fits in, considering he has been trying to talk to people. Carl is one of them, and I think he's getting along pretty well with Carl. Same with Anya. He's been getting along with Tefri a bit. He is not fond of Sorol a lot because he finds him to be far up his ass, but that's because he doesn't know him, I guess.
It's because he's the main character.
Yeah, it's also
He's just
because
jealous.
Yeah, I am. You got me there, shit. But it's also because he's a Bretonnian, and my character does not like Bretonians. He's heard about how pompous and high up their own arse they are, so Has talked a little bit with Hamhunch, and he likes Hamhunch as well. He likes everyone of the party. Varen, he doesn't know where to put Varen just yet, but I think he will get there.
I mean, he looks like a little Dracula, so like you can
Blah blah blah.
yeah, exactly.
You mischaracterize me so much. I commit less evil deeds than Brokk has.
Look, what's a little torture between friends? He just stood there and stared at me when the torture happened. Okay.
You did try and interrogate an unconscious man.
That is
He
true.
also
That
kept
is
his
true.
gun pointed at him the entire time.
That was for safety reasons.
He also gave her a hammer to hit him with.
Yeah, because she asked him, and he was like, I'm gonna oblige, my lady. No,
What?
no.
Nonetheless, what is Brock's goal?
To do good by his clan, basically, and to try and do as much good in his own way as he can, if that means being a bit evil and morally corrupt, maybe in that sense, with the torture thing, then let that be so. As long as it doesn't bring great shame upon his clan, he's good.
Does he have any personal ambition?
Personal ambitions is hard to say. It's considering how much he's through in his backstory, it's hard to say if he really has any ambitions left than, kill evil, basically. I will say is his biggest ambition.
He doesn't want to own an airship or something like that.
No.
Thunder barge. Give us, to round off then, a one-sentence summary of Brokk.
A one-sentence summary. Angry short person with a short gun.
I'm just saying though, this is your third character now, and you are known as an aggressive alcoholic from World of Warcraft. And I may have potentially just made the coolest dwarf ever made in Heroforge to this date for you. So if you die again and immediately reroll, I will kill you. I do live
Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk with our local necromancer here. If he dies, then I can just reuse the model just in case.
Yeah.
I do have a point to add to that though. If you kill him because he rerolls, he'll just reroll again.
Yeah.
Oh, he means kills him in real life.
Yeah, he'll just reroll. You're just facilitating it.
What? That's not how it works.
Re-rolling in real life.
Can you believe that they're still together after all the crap they've been through? Your butt cheeked.
What?
Right. There we go then.
Okay.
That's how he's gonna end that video. It's just Mark saying that, and everyone going, "What?" Video ends.
All right. Tommy, say goodbye to everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Okay, goodbye everyone. And now you, Harry, say goodbye to everyone.
Like, comment, favorite, and subscribe.
So here he is, Brokk, the Grudgefoot Gundadrak. As you can see, with these D&D characters going forward, they are really all about simple detail. Like, there's a lot of detail. I'm using pretty much everything at my disposal, but I'm doing so in a way that does not look too over the top or too cluttered. I really do not have any interest in making like these huge monstrosities with wings and tails and like clipping arms and whatnot everywhere. That's really not what I'm here for. Rather, as true D&D characters, the point here is just nice, subtle detail. So, for anyone who's a Warhammer fan, you'd probably know that dwarves are a lot about like runes and stuff, and this is one of the markings. I don't remember what it is, but obviously it kind of resembled mountains, this like 3 triangles, so he's using 3 different triangle decals in all colored gold, like using decal kit badging. And from above, those details actually show, like when you're seeing this model in Roll20 like this, you will see that little hammer rune as well as the rune here on the weapon. So let's pull this model apart real quick, as I usually do when I dissect other people's models, and you'll see, as expected, it looks kind of cursed, but you can really tell that there's not that much going on. It's just very basic clothing layering and then using measurements to reduce the clipping to the maximum effect. I think aside from the decal kit bashing to make these runes, I think the real, you know, the center focus of this piece is really this. And this beard that I've made here, this is straight out of Chaser Cat's beard guide. Now, I mentioned this before in a tip video quite recently, and it is essentially what it is just it's a beard that has been twisted around. Yeah, you see how it's kind of unfurling when I do it like this. That's because that beard, if I Control Z a few times, it's just curled into his face, and then you can see these little horns here. So if I reset all these horn poses, you'll see the beard starts falling apart, and instead we get these brown hair-colored horns sticking up out of the head. And of course then there's some actual horns on the helmet, but that's, you know, it's essentially the same thing. They're just colored and positioned differently from one another. So one of them is hair, one of them is horns, you know, whatever. And I'm also of course using the new clothing pattern decal for a little bit of extra detail. You know, whenever Tommy does like a dwarf voice, it tends to sound very Scottish, so the tartar felt like it fit, and it adds a bit of extra nice detail. So yes, here you go. This is Dwarven Gloomstalker Ranger Brokk the Grudgefoot Gundadrak. Enjoy.